Now we come to the G. The G is like the C. We're starting at the top like a C, swinging all the way around and going down. So that's step number one, all the way around and down, and then left to right with the crossbar. That's very easy to do. The letter H. Think of this one as a wide letter. You'll see in your penmanship book it's quite wide. If you were to flourish it, you'd make an introductory stroke, come up to the starting position, down, and then you've got your second stroke. Maybe you could come in this way, put a little foot and flourish through the middle, and you'd have a flourished H. But the proportions are very important to learn. It is wide, not a narrow letter. Talking of narrow letters, the I is very narrow, just go top to bottom. That's how it was done. But of course in Roman times they were drawn first with a brush, a wide brush, and they started with a serif top and bottom. So they added a serif, which was carved into the stone. We just simply do it as like a one, you might say. The J was not invented by the Romans. So this letter here, we can do it in many ways. It was derived from the letter I. So there's your J, top to bottom, sidle to the left. You could put a cap on the top if you wished. So that could be another form of it. Otherwise, you could make it a long letter, so it could end up like this. That also could be a way of making it. The I, in the times of the Gothic writing, was written in two ways. Often when it was I in the text, they would actually write a short I and a long I. And in the 1300s, when someone got the brainy idea of putting a dot on top of the I, they realised they had a spare letter over, and they would use that as a J, which was considered to be a letter that was really needed, because so many letters, for instance Jesus and Jerome and Julius, all needed a J and had to be written in different ways, like HI or IV or IU. So that's how the J came about. And that's why it bears such a close resemblance to the I. Now the K, we're going to do the same thing. We've got top to bottom, and then we come in, and you can take two strokes to make the K. It kicks out its leg at the bottom, so it's only at the bottom that it takes 3/4 of the box. At the top, it takes half the box. And here we come to the L. So this one is once again top to bottom and left to right. These letters are disarmingly simple. However, to get them in the exact right proportion to the square is the important thing to look at. So if you look at some Roman lettering on the columns, you will notice that they adhere to these proportions exactly. So be a little bit perfectionistic about these things, and it will pay dividend over time. So that's enough for this video, and I'll meet you in the next video when we look at some of the other Roman capitals. Thank you.